Thousands and thousands of teenagers across the UK have just left home for the very first time. Over the next 3 years at least, they'll live and work in a new place, filled with strangers, often far away from their family and friends. Kate Snape is one of them. She's from Warrington and has just started at the University of East Anglia in Norwich, 235 miles away. Kate has muscular dystrophy and requires 24-hour care. She was determined to go to university, but admits she had her doubts.
We never really said it out loud, but we both it was a bit like, oh, are we going to get there? And if I get there, am I going to be able to stay there? Or am I just going to pack it in and come home? And am I going to spend the rest of my life living at home with my parents, which I don't want, you know. I get on with my family really well, but I want to be as independent as possible.
Kate's mum Tina is here to make sure she settles in and to help her to achieve her ambitions.
She's quite a confident young woman that is able to speak her mind, so why shouldn't she be allowed to do what everybody else at the age of 18? If they wanted to go to university, why can't she? So that's been always our goal, is to do for Kate to be able to do that and have the independence.
This first question on the presentation, I don't think of myself as disabled. In my experience, not many people do.
This is an induction run by the university for students with disabilities or who require extra help. One of the reasons Kate chose East Anglia was because of the support it offers.
We want students with disabilities, whatever their disability, to be able to access the full range of what the university has to offer, which is obviously learning and teaching, but it's the whole social experience and the opportunity to get involved in volunteering and all sorts of clubs and societies.
But many young people believe there are still too many barriers preventing them from going to university. The figures have improved, up from 5.4% of the student population to 8.6% over the last 9 years. But less than 15% of disabled people have a degree, almost half of the 28% of able-bodied people who have graduated. Campaigners say more needs to be done.
Simple steps such as providing stronger peer-to-peer support networks, having a disabled student's voice in the students' union so that disabled students are represented at the university's planning and sort of day-to-day running of a university.
So far, the hardest aspect for Kate has been switching the funding to pay for her care package. Meanwhile, the National Union of Students is launching a campaign to fight changes to the Disabled Students' Allowance. The next 3 years will be long and hard for Kate. Just getting here was tough enough, but she's determined to succeed no matter what. John Maguire, BBC News, Norwich.